Hello, and welcome. Today, we're exploring a question that many people ask at some point in their lives. Can I change from an introvert to an extrovert? This transformation might sound daunting, especially if you feel like your introverted nature defines who you are. But by exploring this journey through a philosophical lens, we can see that personality is much more flexible than we might think. Now, let's start by understanding what it means to be introverted or extroverted. Often, society places these two types at opposite ends of a spectrum. Introverts are typically seen as introspective and reserved, while extroverts are considered social and outgoing. But these labels don't tell the full story. We aren't fixed. We're adaptable beings, shaped by our experiences, thoughts, and actions. Changing from an introvert to an extrovert isn't about forcing yourself into an unnatural state. It's about expanding into your full potential. Philosophers throughout history have challenged fixed identities and labels. Soren Kierkegaard, the father of existentialism, once said, "Once you label me, you negate me." This statement challenges us to think about the limits we place on ourselves by accepting static labels. Are you introverted, or is it just a characteristic you've grown accustomed to? Instead of seeing yourself as only introverted, try thinking of yourself as capable of embodying both qualities. By adopting a fluid identity, you're opening the door to more possibilities in life. When we let go of these labels, we free ourselves to grow beyond them. It's like seeing yourself as clay rather than stone, malleable, ever-changing, and capable of transformation. So how do we begin to shift from one end of the spectrum toward the other? To make this transformation real, we'll go through some foundational philosophical concepts that can guide us on this journey. By reflecting on these ideas, you'll find that becoming more extroverted isn't just about external behavior. It's a change in mindset, a shift in how we see ourselves and the world. Many philosophers believe that true transformation comes from gradual change. Nietzsche, known for his work on the human will, wrote, "He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run." This reminds us that progress is made step by step. Think of social confidence like a muscle. It needs regular, gentle exercise to grow stronger. Start small. Talk to a coworker you don't usually chat with, make eye contact in conversations, or share a little about yourself with a friend. Each small risk, each small interaction builds your confidence to engage. As you make these small efforts, remember that it's not about instant transformation. It's about practicing openness over time. Think of each step as a bridge connecting you to others. Another powerful concept comes from Martin Buber's philosophy on relationships, particularly his idea of the I-thou relationship. Buber believed that meaningful connections come from seeing others as individuals with their own complex lives, fears, and dreams. When we view others in this way, we realize they are not so different from us. Often, introversion is rooted in the perception that socializing is a challenge. But reframing it as a chance for connection can make it feel less intimidating. Next time you're in a social situation, try seeing the person in front of you as an extension of yourself. Speak to them with curiosity, ask open-ended questions, and listen as though you're trying to understand a piece of yourself through their story. Over time, you'll notice the shift from me and them to just us, easing your social boundaries and inviting a more extroverted approach. Jean-Paul Sartre, a French existentialist, believed that discomfort is often the birthplace of self-discovery. He argued that it's through challenging situations that we truly learn who we are. Extroversion requires vulnerability. It often brings moments of awkwardness, uncertainty, and even rejection. But instead of seeing these moments as setbacks, view them as steps forward. Discomfort means you're stretching beyond your usual limits. Consider each uncomfortable moment as a stepping stone. If a conversation feels forced, or if an event feels overwhelming, remind yourself that these experiences are part of the process. These moments are your foundation of growth. As we move through these concepts, let's also address something crucial: the fear of losing oneself. Many introverts worry that becoming extroverted means giving up their natural qualities. But let's look to the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, who believe that true change doesn't mean losing yourself. In fact, they argued that it's about discovering more of yourself. Introversion and extroversion are not incompatible, they're complementary. By stepping into a more extroverted role, you're not losing your introversion, you're expanding your range. Transitioning from introvert to extrovert isn't about switching personalities. It's a journey of expanding your comfort zone, exploring new ways of relating to others, and discovering untapped parts of yourself. As Kierkegaard wisely said, life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forward. Every step you take toward extroversion is a step forward in the journey of self-discovery. So give it a try. Take that small step, reach out, and share a bit more of yourself with the world. Each time you do, you'll find yourself moving a little closer to a more open, expansive version of yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope this philosophical journey has given you some inspiration. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep discovering who you're capable of becoming.